going to start. The next topic would be a 25th, right? 25th July 23rd. Okay. Then let me start the
Sir, one
collections.
question, sir.
Yes, Venkat, tell me.
So we have basic credit management, advanced credit management is there, sir. So
Yes,
what are
yes.
activities comes under basic and advanced
See,
credit
advanced.
management? Any
Okay.
document is there?
Okay, the document, I have a document, Venkat. I'll share with you. Okay, I'll share with the document. Only the difference, Venkat, advanced and the the normal one. I would say the scoring. Okay, earlier. Okay, the two things. What I would say, one is the in advanced credit management. What I can do, the toppest node is the credit segment. Then for the credit contribution, yesterday we have seen scenario. Okay, one Bhaskar was asking about why it is showing two credit segments. The moment when I was creating the sales order, the order was displaying two segments. One is the main segment, another one is a sub segment. So in advanced credit management, the functionality what we can do, let's say I have a one credit segment. This on top of this, let's say this is my, the segment is the only the changes what I would say here. This is the segment, right? This is the child segment, let's say. Okay. Then on top of this, let's say I have the one more segment is a, let's say, the parent segment. So let's say I'll give the main segment instead of this one. Main segment, this is the sub segment. What will happen here? Let's say I have given, I can define n number of sub segments. Remember, one for one main segment, even I will have the multiple sub segments. Sub segment 1, sub segment 2 here. Let's say. So I have given the credit limit here is the 10,000 rupees. Let's say. So the contribution, if I select that there is a configuration, the contribution or the credit segment or credit check to be performed at main segment level. Let's say for this credit segment, I have given credit limit is a only the 4,000. Let's say for this credit segment, I have given the credit limit is a 6,000. Okay. So what will happen here? Even the both, okay, in case if it is crossing this credit segment, if you can see here, this credit segment has this much credit limit. What will happen? If it is going beyond that limit, system will check always this credit limit, the total at main segment level. Okay, but this segment is eligible only for the 4,000. This segment is eligible for the 6,000. But if I consolidate both, it should be at main segment level. The credit should be performed at main segment level. This is the one of the option in advanced credit management what they have come up. Then the next one is that formula based credit calculation. That is the one change what I would say. There are apart from this, okay, so there are few additional changes, but major changes what I would say, one is a formula based, another one is a main segment and sub segment. Okay, I have a separate documentation for that one. I will share
Yes,
with you.
yes, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
and one more thing, the credit rating agencies integration. Okay, in SEC system, that credit rating agency integration was not there, but now it is available in S4HANA. Okay, these are the three important points in credit management. Okay, I will share with you the document.
Yeah, because the basic is free to use. For
Yes,
advanced, we required license. So that.
yes, we required that license, but fine. But see, now no more. See, no more SD and FI credit management in S4HANA. Okay, only the FSCM credit management is available in S4HANA. So we must, if customer would like to go, if I mean credit management, they must have to obtain the separate license. There is no option, okay, for them. Even if you try to implement FD32 kind of thing, that is not available in S4HANA. Okay.
Yes. Sir, one
Fine.
more question. So
Yes.
we are having FB70 and SD transactions. Okay, suppose there are open items and up to 90,000 and the limit is 1 lakh. So when I try to post FB70, 11,000, it is allowing. So there is no credit check from the FI level. Okay. Is there any baddie to restrict do not post?
That we need to check, Venkat. There are baddies, but we need to check that one. For open items, okay, we need to
Yes,
check that one. Okay, even I
because
don't remember.
in
Yeah.
FI side there is no control.
Yes, yes, yes. If I
That I'll
said
check.
that.
If
Yes.
there is any baddie, just let me know.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure, Venkat. I'll check it. Yeah, I'll check it. Okay, fine. No problem. Okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Venkat. No problem. Okay. So now the next topic which I am going to start the collections management. So first let us discuss about the collections management. Okay, organization structure of the collections management. So organization structure of the collect. Okay, I'll put it here is a collections management. Here also the top node here, say the one is the collections profile is there. The collection profile will be assigned to the, remember the collection profiles will be interlinked to the collections segment. Collections segment. Then let's say the collections profile where we can see at BP level. Remember, okay, so now I will add one more addition here. Let me take down this one. So let's say I have a one customer. Sorry, I'll put it as a BP. Okay, the top node is a BP here. Now it's all interlinked. Remember BP. Now I have a BP here. So the BP, it consists of, if the business partner is applicable for the collections management, the BP is interlinked to the collection profile. Remember, this is the top down to up down. Okay. So now the collection profile, it consists of the collections segment. Collection segment. So the collection segments can have the collection groups. One collection segment can have the, okay, I'll give here collections groups. I'll explain you one by one. So one collection segment, if I would say, can have the n number of collection groups also. Let's say I'll give here collection group, let's say 02. Let's say here, let me give the 03. This is the collection group. What exactly this will do? Okay, so okay, I'll map this one here so that to understand easy here. Okay. So here, define this one. So this is the organization structure. Please keep in mind, they may ask you. Then this is the one collection segment. This is my collection segment. This is my collection group. again, this is my collection group here. Okay, fine. So let's say my business partner. Okay, I have a one customer. If that customer would like to map with the collections management, what I have to do? First, I have to define the collections profile. So in order to define that collections profile is a configuration activity. Then as soon as once I select the business BP role, UDM 000. Okay, UDM, let me select the UDM. Let me go up here. So UDM 000. As soon as once I select the role, then the option will be enabled here. Okay, so collections profile, where you can see here. The collections profile option is enabled here. Under this, I need to map what is the collections profile which I need to assign here. Let's say if I assign this collections profile, okay, we'll see the one by one. Okay, so collections profile will be interlinked to the business partner. As soon as once I select the BP role is a UDM. Remember, UDM 000, the BP role for the collections management. BP role is the UDM 000. As soon as if you select this one, then the system will populate that or enable BP level. Then I have defined the collection profile. Then let's say collections segment. Collections segment, you need to keep in mind collection segment at what level we are going to define. Okay, so the suggestible option would be here collections segment. Remember, collections segment to be collection segment can be defined at country level. Remember, at country level, or it's a if you want regional level. Okay, regional level or geographical level. Okay, region. Let's say I have a European region. Let's say I have UK region. Okay, so or Asian region. However you want, you can define. But the most suggestible option would be a country level. Remember that country, it consists of multiple company codes that we are going to interlink. So let's say I have defined the two collection segments here. Okay, so now all my company codes will be interlinked to the collection segment. Okay, remember, anyhow, the BP is created with reference to the company code. Then this is the collection segment. Let's say one collection segment can have the multiple collection groups. What is the job of the collection groups? Let's say I have a customers. In local customers are there, international customers are there. I will give a simple scenario. The moment if you call to the customer care, I mean, let's say for Airtel broadband connection or some service provider, okay, to bank also, which language are you comfortable? Okay, either it's a regional language or it's a national language or English. There are multiple options are available. The similar way here also, I want to, the collection group 02 is responsible for local payments. For local payments in the sense, whoever the customer in country, I can call them and I can ask the payment. The collection group 2 is responsible for international customers. Okay, where they will call to the international customers, they will ask them for payments. Okay, so the job of collection group is the moment when they want to collect payment from the customer, according to the roles and responsibilities, they will collect, they will call to the customers, they will communicate, not only the call, they will communicate by mail, by call, okay, by soft copies. Different ways are there in order to send the communications to the customers. Okay, so this is the collections group. Okay, let's say this collections group, which is for the local customers, which I have dedicated local customers. Then this, which I have dedicated for the international customer standpoint of view. International customer standpoint of view, which I am going to dedicate. But see, the roles, what are the roles available in the collections management? This is the organization structure. Okay, then the roles very important here. Roles in collections management. Then number one is a collection specialist. Collection specialist. Okay, so the collection specialist is the responsible for in order to collect the money from the customers. Okay, so the collection specialist, if I would say the collections, okay, so the collections specialist, the collection specialist is a team member. Okay, within a, I mean, the person is available, I mean, participate in the collection group, one of the member. Let's say I have a FI team. Under FI, we are 4 together. Okay, the similar way, the collection specialist is the one member within the collection group. What is his roles and responsibilities? Remember, the responsibilities are very important here. So this they will ask in interview also. Okay, so what he does exactly? Access the work list. Access work list. So what will happen here? If the person is access the work list, what is mean by work list? Let's say there are line items are due in FI, okay, in finance. Okay, so what system should do? Okay, before going to generate the work list, there is a separate job is available. What are the line items are in FI? Then I have to transfer those line items from FI to collections management. Based on that logic, the system will generate a work list. Work list is nothing but a which business partner is having which overdue line items. How many overdue line items? Are there any promise to pay? Are there any residual payments? Okay, so the person will check. Okay, if the customer is crossing any dunning limits. Okay, so based on that, the system will generate the work list here. In order to generate the work list, there are two things we have to define. One is the basic rules, another one is the collection rules. Going forward, we will see them. But we are just discussing about the access the work list. So it consists of the how many open line items which are lying in that particular user queue. Okay, it's a collection specialist queue. So that he is the responsible to contact to that customer. Okay, so he will access the work list. Then the next one, what he will do? Prepare a customers, prepare the customer, prepare the customers contact customer contact in the sense how to contact to the customers. Okay, by mail or by call. Okay, depends on there are different ways are there. Okay, to communicate to the customer. As soon as once he will see the, let's say, 10 line items. Okay, so these 10 line items, how to approach to the customer, he will decide that one. Then the next one is once the customer contact will be prepared, once the customer contact will be prepared, then he will go for the contact customers. Contact to the customers. Then the next one is that whatever the information he had discussed with the BP, with the customers, everything he has to document. Let's say the collection specialist, or sorry, the collection specialist called to one BP. The BP told to customer, okay, so I will make the payment by tomorrow or by end of today. So the next, maybe somebody while seeing that line item, that work list, collections manager, he will be monitoring that collections work list. Okay, because he will have all customer specialists work list access. So he has to document the collection specialist what he discussed with collections, what he discussed with the customer. Then he has to document customer contact, document customer contact. Okay, what he discussed with customer, then he must have to contact with document that everything in the system. Okay, so these are the roles and responsibilities, okay, of the collections specialist here. Then remember, so this collection specialist will be assigned to the collection groups. Okay, these are the roles and responsibilities. Then we'll continue the session tomorrow. Okay, so so there are Fury apps are available, each and everything. So in order to assign the collection specialist, okay, to remove the collection specialist from that group, to add the substitute collection specialist, we will discuss in the upcoming sessions about all those things. Let me do one thing. Okay,